All right, welcome in, welcome in. We're this is Family Affair every Thursday from 6 to 7. I'm your host, Naquan.
Here with Darnell. It's Thursday. It's about to go down. Y'all know what time it is. Long work week. We're here to pick y'all back up.
Now, we apologize for missing last week.
Guilty.
Darnell had
I was messed up. Ear infection and
freaking
fever.
ear infection.
Bro, my fever is like 105. I lost like 5 pounds.
We're glad to see you're doing better.
Yeah, I felt some sarcasm from you, though. but I'm going to let it go.
All right, so what we're going to start off with today is we got big news in the city, seeing why basketball playoffs, they're coming to a close now. The finals are this Sunday. What is it? Alma Mater.
Bro,
you know what I'm trying
drink
to
some
say.
water. Alma mater.
I can't say it. Alma Mater. Yeah, I know. I can't say it. But Henniger, we didn't do too great. We faced West Tennessee and we got blown out by 30. But shout out to the Henniger Black Knights.
I mean, we ain't all bad.
The city is doing rough.
Speaking of alma maters, shout out to Cornelius Vines. SAS got the upset over JD. They moving on. They face New Hartford.
New Hartford, the number 1 seed. Number 10 going up against number 1 for the championship on Sunday. Double A has the number 1 seed against the number 2 seed, West Tennessee versus Liverpool, or Liverpool versus West Tennessee. I can't remember which one is which, but that's going to be a good. Liverpool is the reason why the city teams are garbage now. They're taking all the West Tennessee and Liverpool. They taking all our players, man.
They kind of been doing, the token guy shows up, but some of them been a little bit more multicultural lately.
Yeah. Man, when I was in high school, man, the city teams was doing it.
But you knew if you paid one of them schools like London, CBA, and
they'll have one or two.
Okay, but you knew, like, all right, he real.
Nah. I can't remember his name, but Auburn had one. I can't remember his name, but he used to get busy on us. I ain't even gonna lie. We used to beat him. He used to go off on us. I think I'm gonna try to make the games this Sunday.
You said this Sunday?
Yeah, they're at OCC.
Field trip.
Hello. We ain't got nothing to do. The football season over.
Yeah, that's the one thing I hate about that gap when basketball start getting taken serious, because like it's just basketball. Because
you know what it is I was just thinking about this earlier, because there's no urgency. Like with the NFL,
every week
matters, right? And then the problem is, though, with the NBA, the MLB, and the NHL is their season is so long, so every night you got so many options. Like football, you got Sunday to get all the games, and then you have Monday and Thursday. They're standalone games, so everybody's
so the standalone games suck. We're like, all right, I'm gonna do something else.
Well, but not most of the time. The standalone games are good. Well, Thursdays are
most of the time,
but most of the time. Going into the season, every matchup looks like a great matchup.
You got that right, because like there's times where like it looked good in the preseason, you get to like
by week 6, yeah. But that's the thing though. Like Monday night, like for example, right now on a Monday night, I done watch so much basketball that there's certain days during the week. Like for example, I watched Netflix all day today because.
Oh, you was bored.
Well, every night you can watch basketball, whether it's college or NFL. Mm-hmm. And it's not like it's a standalone game where it's only one game you can watch. You can watch like 6 or 7.
And then the game don't matter because like, if it's NBA, okay, they're going to get the playoffs, they're going to play a series. If it's college, they're going to make the tournament.
Until the playoffs with all 3 of those sports, you don't feel like you're missing anything if you don't watch.
March Madness is going to be nuts, though.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into that. No. Let's get into that because I wanted to talk about it so bad last week. The top 6 seeds, took an L in one weekend.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Them parlays was trash that
weekend. Oh yeah.
Cause I had Auburn. I had Auburn and Kentucky going on the road and pull Kentucky had me, but they messed up at the end. They screwed it up. But Auburn, they was up. They made a run before the first half ended, and now just like, all right, I'm cool. I turned back. I was like, y'all really about to lose to Tennessee? Yeah, like y'all really about to lose to Tennessee?
I feel like that's a valid. Like it's Auburn. It ain't like it's a powerhouse.
No, Auburn's like nice.
That's the thing with the NBA and
Gonzaga hurt my feelings.
There's no dominant team right now.
No, it's not.
It's wide open. Like, cause if you listen to
y'all look good though.
Who do?
Yeah, y'all kind of been rolling.
Oh yeah,
I'll give you credit.
Oh yeah, I was literally getting ready to say that about UConn.
And we lost last night.
Oh, did y'all?
Man, but the thing is,
lucky I couldn't stay up, man. I was tired.
No, but I had a feeling we can't match up with that 7-footer because he shoot threes. Our big.
Who'd y'all play? Y'all was up last time I checked.
Yeah, this how it was. Well, they jumped on us when they came to UConn, but their big gives our big so many problems because he could shoot threes.
I can't remember who was y'all even facing.
Creighton.
Before I checked the score before I fell asleep, y'all was up.
That don't mean nothing. With that big dude they got can shoot the ball.
Well, Creighton has come up in the last because I remember growing up.
They were the Cinderella.
They were in the Big East, right?
Where Gonzaga used to be, because Gonzaga used to just come in the tournament and start knocking people off, but then people start paying attention. They started getting higher seeds. They're like where Gonzaga used to be, but not the small conference. They're playing in a legit conference.
Was it last Saturday? Was this past Saturday or the Saturday before where you text me about that Providence Villanova game?
It might have been the first time they played because I don't think I texted you with the second. Because the second time I bet Providence because I was like they not gonna beat them by 10 points.
The game I want to say it was this past weekend. That game was crazy. They went down to the wire.
No, that was a couple. If you're talking about Providence Villanova, that's a couple days ago.
Okay, it was recent.
I thought you were talking about the first time they played because they played close enough where I thought.
Oh nah, this game I just like, and that's the thing, like, because my interest in college basketball kind of fell off the last 2 years, especially with the pandemic, because I don't really know any of the players.
I think everybody fell off with the pandemic because everybody was like, okay,
I honestly thought
anybody could beat anybody the pandemic year.
But I'm watching these games this year, and I haven't seen a blowout yet. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's been blowouts.
It's like selective.
Okay, I'm tripping. I know there's been blowouts.
Yeah.
Did you see Duke beat SU?
The only thing that bothers me about that is that I couldn't bet on it because we in Syracuse, so you can't bet on Syracuse. You can't bet on Syracuse or St. John's. Because I surely would have laid the points with Duke.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think we'd lose coming to the Dome, but I definitely thought it'd be a closer game.
But you want to know what bugged me out? Well, it didn't bug me out. Y'all did what y'all did to them, but then they almost go into North Carolina and win. But I saw y'all play North Carolina, and North Carolina looked terrible that game because we was talking about it like we was like, yo, they turned the ball over like every possession.
Yo, yeah, okay, I do remember that. Yeah, that was crazy, but
ooh. What you think about y'all match? It's the last Duke North Carolina, and they coming to Duke.
Did you see what we did to them in North Carolina?
They might have an axe to grind,
bro.
You know, in y'all rivalry, it don't matter,
bro. This is Coach K's last game.
That don't mean nothing. That gives them more incentive. Like we can't let this man walk out of here with a W, especially after what y'all did to him in Chapel Hill.
It's gonna be worse this time around.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it is too.
I promise you, we are going to throttle them. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was a close game. We're going to win.
Because with y'all, it don't matter if the other team is bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised. I think we're going to kill them.
Because K got probably going to be driving y'all crazy the whole week. Like, yo, we better not lose this game.
I'm not going to lie to you, though. The hype about I'm not convinced with Paulo Banchero.
I think you're still another year.
I think he needs to, too. He needs to work on his jump shot. But, I mean...
He looked good that first showcase game. I'm like, okay.
He has talent. Don't get me wrong. He definitely has talent. And he could be a superstar in the NBA. But he has to develop a consistent jump shot. Because he'll take them.
It's streaky.
He'll take them. Yeah. That's the perfect word. It's streaky, and
I like him though. I wish he was more.
He's not aggressive enough.
That's what I was gonna say. I wish,
it's not just me.
because I thought like okay, your jumper not
cool
falling.
for school.
Like go back,
go
to
get
the
busy.
bank.
Yeah, because the point guard y'all got, I forget his name, number 5.
Us or y'all?
Y'all, no, I don't. It might not be number 5, but it's y'all point guard, lefty. I
He's
like his game.
RJ Cole. When he goes out, we're
Yo,
when he goes out, we fall apart. We fall apart. He's a baby James Harden. I'm so serious.
I love. That's a good comparison.
That's how he plays.
Because I love his game. Word to me, he could shoot it. He could get to the rim, but he gets everybody involved.
The second he goes to the bench, we fall apart.
Trust me, I know how that is. The Lakers. But I promise you, we are not talking about the Lakers today. They don't deserve it. I'm not talking about the Lakers. But anyway, back to college. So how do you think the tournament's gonna go? What are your expectations?
I honestly feel like you said earlier, there's not a dominant team because like I thought coming into the year, okay, Baylor and Gonzaga played last year. They returned a lot of people, but they also lost people.
They lost their key people, I feel like.
Right. So it was just like, but I think, well, they both did a good job of filling in with it because Gonzaga had Chet Holmgren coming in. Baylor picked up the one kid from the transfer portal, guard. He's shifty. I like him.
I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
It's Junku. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I like him. And I feel like they were the favorites coming in, especially how they started off the year. But then it's just like I done seen them both like kind of get exposed on just like Gonzaga. You shouldn't be losing to nobody in your conference. You got 2 7-footers.
Agreed.
You got
and
good,
the conference
good guard
isn't
play.
heavy,
right? And they went on a streak where they was smacking everybody by like 20, 30 points in their conference. But then like now
that's what it should be.
I feel like they
ain't got
I don't know if
powerhouses.
I don't know if they getting bored or they're just like, okay, maybe I'm not as good as we thought.
I mean, it could be a mixture of both.
Because I could understand because they went because I'm not gonna lie, they want me they came through on some big spreads for me. So, like if I see them with a 10-point spread, I was just like, all right,
knock down.
Yeah, like that's gonna come through, and they was like that for like almost 3 weeks to a month. But then like the last week, they just been either having close games or they lost. I was just like, oh man. Like,
so do you have like a team, a sleeper team?
I like Auburn.
You like Auburn, even though they're coming off that L.
You see what they did last night?
I'm not gonna. I didn't. I was impressed with both Providence and Villanova that night.
Providence could shoot.
Yeah.
The Reeves kid and the all right, not to be racist, the white boy. Oh my goodness,
man. Shoot.
I forgot his name.
Lights out. I would watch. That's who I'm watching for. I'm watching for Villanova. I'm watching for Providence.
I don't trust Villanova.
You say that,
they're supposed because some of the teams they supposed to smack. They're like,
I know.
Why are you?
But think
they
about
grind.
it.
They
every
grind.
time. That's what I was getting at. Every time they won the national championship, those was the teams we slept on the most. Literally, if you think I didn't that year,
but I feel like this one's different just in the aspect they don't shoot the ball as well.
I never thought any of those teams.
They shot it.
Are they young though?
I don't feel like they young. I feel like they got a good mixture, mostly upperclassmen. But I feel like because I've watched them so much just because of the market, they struggle to shoot the ball. Like if they have a cold shooting, I know they can play defense, but are you going to score enough to win?
I mean, if the other team can't score, if you can make it, because that's the thing. When they get in a tournament, they always can make it a slug. You know who else could do that?
All Big East teams do that, though.
Michigan State. Yeah, they definitely do that.
But I was so mad I didn't take them against Purdue. I think it was last week, and I was like, I should take them. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it because they screwed me against Penn State.
You know why I have a tough time betting with college because I look at teams from when I was really engaged. My what was it? High school.
That is such yeah.
So Michigan,
but to an extent, some of them stayed that because like Michigan State, they always been like that.
Like I would bet with Michigan State,
like soon as March turn around.
But that's Michigan State is consistent with that though. They always can make a run. Like I'm honestly, this is the most I've been excited for a tournament in years. Like because even before the pandemic, you still knew some of the players, but like the one and done.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that one and done.
You don't have no connection. Because I remember growing up, my middle school and high school years, I knew everybody on the team for like at least 3 years. And
I'd say when we got to high school, I feel like it started to change.
Started to, but not everybody adapt. I say they didn't. Coach K didn't really adapt until
Coach K didn't even like one and done. If you was even thinking about one and done, he didn't even recruit you.
Right? And so because he was losing, we were losing.
He lose to the one and dones.
We're losing. It was worse than that. We're losing to Mercer, VCU, right? So that's when and that was like 2011,
that
2012.
His wake-up call.
I was in college you know what I mean? So yeah, my middle school and high school years, I'm still, you're still getting at least 2-3 years out of these players. So that's where it all fell off. But I feel like this new, now that you can pay them, I feel like that's gonna keep a lot of players longer.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that's why Coach K retired.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. I just don't think he ever
into it.
I don't think he was because he didn't like the one and done rule. Well, the fact that they had to go to college, he didn't like that because he like you said, he wouldn't recruit them, and then now you could pay him. So now it's just like I feel like he's old school. So it's like okay, now not only are you only going for 1 year, like now we gotta pay you.
It ain't coming out of his pocket.
I know, but you know how old school has.
Yeah. You could be right. You could be right, and
I'd be like, you could get anybody in the country. What you retiring for? But he could really want to be like family oriented.
I was gonna say like he is like 1,000 years old. Like
yeah,
that could play a part too. That's what I looked at. I'm like, I feel like he finally is at the point where he's ready to walk away, and Duke has a successor because we always had a successor with Capel, but I felt like right as Coach K was getting ready to retire, Capel left. So it was like, I got to keep going until he felt like he could trust John Shire.
You going to get his book?
Who?
Coach K?
Man, I don't read.
Great. That's your boy. Like, you ain't going to read his book?
To be honest, as I've gotten a little older, I do read a little bit more, but I just, yeah. I'll see the excerpts online and stuff like that.
You might see something.
I'm surprised. This is his first book. I'm surprised he ain't write one before.
I mean, it would have made sense to write one before the story wasn't finished.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Man, he gonna make out on that book though. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be like a coaching salary.
Yeah, honestly. But I don't think he's gonna go off into like, you will never see him again. I think he's still gonna mess around. I don't think he's gonna coach USA basketball, but I think he's gonna, still help out. I think
2022. Okay, they got so. Well, yeah.
No, I think Pop is coaching him now, right?
Ooh, I
guess.
think
he is. But I think
like Pop. Last time Pop coached, we lost.
I'm talking about old school. That's an old school dude too.
But he win though.
Win.
I'm talking about with the Spurs. With
he
the Spurs.
He wins when he has Tim Duncan.
Stop it. You can say the same thing about Phil Jackson.
I mean,
he always got Kobe, Shaq, Jordan, Pippen. He ain't win nothing without him.
No, that's fair. But all I'm gonna say is Phil Jackson always made sure he had those players. Keep it real. He wasn't
big market, small market. Ain't nobody got. Yo, I'm gonna go see it. No, I'm not.
To be honest, I feel like Pop has his name alone. I think that holds weight. Not no more.
Not to get no free agent.
Not no more, but at one point I feel like it did.
They never got anybody really though, free agent wise.
Why did they need it?
Did you not see how old they got?
Up until they got old.
But they won when they were extremely old.
Because they remember, they had Kawhi. They made that trade. Like, I feel like Kawhi wanting to get traded, I think that messed them all up. Because if you could build around, you know what I'm saying? If you could build around Kawhi,
I give you that.
They'll still be going. But
I don't know, because who do you put with them?
I like Murray. You got him and Murray.
I ain't gonna win you no chip though.
You get him and Murray, I feel like you can attract more free agents. Because remember, when they had Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker, Steven Jackson was a free agent and went there. You know what I'm saying?
Steven Jackson was there on a rookie deal.
That's why he left. Him?
That's why they left.
I thought he got drafted by Golden State.
Remember when when they played the Nets? They was both hitting, him and Ginobili was both hitting big shots in the playoff, but they could tell because both of their contracts was up at the same time. They paid Ginobili instead of Jackson.
Yeah, I remember all that.
That's when he went to Atlanta.
But I thought he was drafted by Golden State. And went there.
He went back. He went a couple places before he went to Golden State because he went to Atlanta. Then he came to us. I think then he went to Golden State. By us, I mean the Pacers.
Maybe. Maybe I'm thinking of Gilbert Arenas.
He was drafted by Golden State.
He would start. Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I could have sworn Steven Jackson started with Golden State, but I don't know. I just feel like and then they were drafting well. I feel like Kawhi set them back because I can't even remember what they got for him. DeRozan, and they ain't even got him no more.
Nothing else, pretty much.
And now he balling. That's the crazy part.
But I think his system is more for like European overseas players, because if you think about it, he always had like Tony Parker played on France, Ginobili played Argentina, Tim Duncan basically Virgin Islands, and like he's not technically from here, so
that's fair.
I don't understand how he played on the Olympic team that 1 year.
He adapted. Who, Duncan?
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of players that do that. That just, if they don't get on because I know there's a couple players that played overseas that a few years ago just decided, all right, well, y'all don't want me on your team, play for France.
Nah, because I used to see like certain, like, it used to bug me out. Ben Gordon and Luol Deng used to go play for Britain. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Like, well, Ben Gordon is.
Yeah, that's the same thing I said.
I was gonna say Luol Deng, I understand, but Ben Gordon.
But even Luol Deng, I thought like Africa, right? Yeah. I'm like Great Britain.
Dude just want ball. You went through that. You wake up. You wake up. Go find me a gym. You know what I mean? That's when it's summertime.
But then, I would get discouraged. Like, soon we play the USA, we're gonna get some more.
I mean, USA has some bad runs themselves, so that's what I'm guessing is they looking at it like maybe this is one of the years they're down.
And I take that back. It wasn't Popovich's fault. That was Larry Brown that year that we lost.
Well,
I mean, Pop did lose, but not like Larry Brown. Larry Brown was like the letdown of all letdowns.
08?
Larry Brown was like
04.
Yeah, because he barely played Melo, LeBron, and Wade. He was playing Marbury, Iverson, Duncan, bunch of people that he played Sean Marion, bro.
Bro, they were second-year players, like.
But they balled.
I mean, I can you're telling me you can't understand that?
I understand it to an extent because I don't understand Sean Marion playing over them.
Over who?
He played over all. He started him and Richard Jefferson.
Over
Melo, LeBron, and Wade. Sorry, I'll put LeBron in or Melo.
I mean, that's easy to say now, but you
already losing, bro.
This 04. These are second-year players.
But coming off a great year.
Especially 1 year. Okay. You're talking about NBA vets.
But it's not like you got Vince playing. It's Sean Marion. He ain't going to give you nothing offensively.
Sean Marion, he's a catch and shoot guy, and he can get to the rim. Like you say he go look at the numbers. He knocked down big shots. That ugly ass shot. I get it. It was ugly.
Bro.
But niggas, they left him open. They left him open, and he would knock him down.
He was decent. I won't say he knocked him down.
All right, he wasn't a knockdown.
Exactly.
But you couldn't leave him open.
Dudes at the park mimicking jump shots.
I can't remember. There was somebody that did shoot like that. I can't remember who it was. But, I mean, like I said, it's easy to say that now. They came like they did have good rookie seasons, but they're rookies. You know what I mean? Like,
who all had better offensive games. Their second year in the league compared to him. But I hear your side. I hear your side. Go with the vets. I hear you. That's
all I'm saying is they going with the vets.
So we back. We ain't get to start it last week. Trying to start that new segment this week.
Okay, we can do that. Let's go to a quick commercial break. And then when we come back, we got a new game that we're going to introduce. Darnell came up with a
segment, not game.
Segment, game, whatever.
Game sounds childish.
He came up with a new segment. I love the segment. I thought it was a great idea. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll get into it.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, blah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, statements coming at ya, statements coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see your practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Because you got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic cheesecake glass.
I'm really having an experience here.
This is how I got Patrick to switch to Aldi. He was all, I need the best ingredients.
I thought Aldi was just prepackaged food.
And I was like, that's it, I'm going grocery shopping. I switched everything into another store's bag.
I cooked up that fresh salmon and veggies and was like, man, that was good.
Oh yeah, guess where I went shopping? And that's when I was like, Aldi salmon for the win, what?
Friends don't let friends pay too much for groceries.
Join a community of online learning and find your bright future at the American Women's College of Bay Path University.
Getting your college education doesn't necessarily make it so you have different self-worth or you mean more. There's so many different roads you can take. But if you have the feeling that you want it, go get it. The American Women's College is supportive and kind, and what you've created has changed lives, and I'm so grateful that I can say I've been part of it.
Enrolling now for September and November at baypath.edu/future.
Cars today are computers on wheels. That's it. The fancy new tech makes our life easier in the car, but when something breaks, can you afford to fix the touchscreen display or the sensor, which can cost thousands of dollars? Most likely no. That's why I have Car Shield, and it takes away the worry and the panic of the expensive repair that you know is coming. Car Shield, their protection plans can save you thousands for covered repairs, including everything from an engine, transmission, GPS, electronics, and more. You can have your favorite mechanic or dealership do the work, and Car Shield takes care of the rest. They also offer complimentary roadside assistance and a rental car. It's inevitable something's going to break. It happens to everybody, including me. So get coverage from America's #1 auto protection company like I did, and find out why Car Shield cars go farther. Rates are as low as $99 a month, so visit carshield.com. Deductible may apply.
All right, welcome back. So, Darnell, let the public know, man, what we about to get into.
All right, man, this is kind of like a rapid fire session. Now, I'm going to spit out my view on a topic. Now, as you know, our show is called Family Affair. If Naquan agrees with my take, he going to say family ties. That means we agree. We're going to move on to the next segment. If he says family divide, that means he disagrees, and we're going to debate it right here in front of y'all.
Boom. Let's get it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Oh, this is a spicy one right off the rip.
Off the top.
James Harden and Joel Embiid will not win a title together.
Will not win a title together.
N-O-T.
At all?
Period.
I'm going to have to say family divide on that one.
All right, state your case.
So the reason why I'm going to say family divide is I know it's early, but have you seen the numbers these – and, okay, out of the 3 games they played the Knicks twice. I get all that. But with James Harden's struggles in the playoffs, I feel like he finally has a big man where he can throw it down and he can get out the way. And they have shooters all around. Would I make them the favorite this year? No. But next year, would they have the chemistry and more time to gel and more additions to add? To be honest, I don't even really feel like they need additions. They got a good bench. They have shooters. They defend. They got a wing defender. They got a shot blocker down low. I totally think they can win a title. Will they? I don't know. But can they? Absolutely, they can win a title.
Okay, I almost fit my side. Now, I have no faith in James Harden come playoff time. I hear you with the Powerball. He could throw it to Embiid. Is it guaranteed he going to be there? He always hurt.
That's fair.
Also,
That's fair.
I don't think Maxey and Thibault going to be able to hit enough shots for them to win. They have to hit open shots, set shots off of Harden and Embiid. I don't know if they could hit as much. That's why when this.
I think they can. With Harden playing, Maxey been averaging like 25.
But Maxey more of a scorer. He not really a spot up guy.
And he hasn't been only spotting up. He still's been scoring.
Yeah, but I peeped this in.
Thibault and Tobias Harris is going to be the spot up guy.
Yeah, I really don't trust them. I trust Maxey more than them two.
But they're not starting Thibault. They're starting Danny Green.
I might do that too. Just from the standpoint now, because now you staggered your defenders. Now you got one coming off the bench, and you could potentially play them together. If you start them, both of them gonna be worn down at the end.
No, they're not starting. No, I'm saying I would start Thibault over Danny Green. He's bigger and stronger.
Danny Green shoot it better.
They need the spacing. Does he? Does he?
Yes.
Danny Green sucks. I hate Danny Green.
See, that's it.
No. Because I'm sick of this crap. Danny Green been living off his name since San Antonio.
Bro, he shoot it better than Thibault.
Danny Green sucks. He's trash.
Can I get through my rebuttal?
No, man.
I ain't say nothing about Danny Green.
Should be on the bench. He is trash. Go ahead. Yo, Danny Green is garbage. Bro.
You violated. All right. Okay. Other than them not hitting enough shots, I just feel like come playoff time, it's not like I'm not confident Joel's going to be there, and I'm not confident in Harden's ability to do what he's supposed to do as because he's their closer. I know they got him beat. He's their closer because they needed a shot creator. They needed somebody to do something in crunch time.
Is he, though?
He's got to be.
Why? Embiid can hit free throws. Embiid can shoot it. Embiid can dominate in the paint. If you play, and that's what they've been doing. If you notice, 30, 37, 37 again.
It's the Knicks and the Timberwolves.
And that's all fair, but I'm watching how they're playing. They go through, they play off Embiid, and then they spread it out.
So okay. They run into Milwaukee. What happens?
Who's guarding Embiid?
That's one person.
Giannis is not guarding Embiid.
Embiid can't guard Giannis either.
Why can't he?
Have you seen that matchup over the years? It's not as even as they Giannis get his numbers against Embiid more than Embiid gets his numbers. And then you got to factor this into it. This is the wild card that nobody, 2 wild cards. Drew Holiday guards Harden, and you have nobody to guard Chris Middleton because Tobias Harris can't do it.
Thibault can.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I was about to say, what?
Oh, all right,
and Maxey ain't
one
wild
wild card.
But don't give me like I'm not trying to.
Thibault would be locking up.
He does, but Middleton gets buckets. Like I like Middleton's game. Don't get me wrong. But
come playoff time, does Thibault hit enough shots to stay on the floor?
I don't think Thibault's a terrible shooter. And with the space he's gonna get from Harden and Embiid, I think so. I that's why I would start Thibault over Danny Green. I don't think Thibault's not a sniper. No, but open shots, I watched him hit him.
But I feel like if you start him and then you got him paired next to Tobias Harris, like that's two shooters. Tobias Harris don't be hitting like that.
I like Tobias Harris.
I like him,
I'm
but
not gonna lie.
Not enough to be a stretch forward. I don't like him enough.
I do though. That's the crazy thing. I do. I think that's his perfect position. In this,
I don't think he shoot it well enough for it.
You don't?
No. We'll see in the playoffs, but I don't know. Every time I watch, I'm like, yo, bro, just hit the shot. Oh, you want to know what it is?
I see him hitting shots all the time. Like he's a jump shooter to me.
Watch him in the playoffs, you can be like,
what? What type of player do you take him as? Because I take him as a jump shooter.
I feel like okay, he can occasionally hit the shot in the regular season, but I feel in the playoffs he gonna disappear.
Why? Because I don't.
He did it last year.
I don't think he did it last year. I feel like they were trying to play through Simmons too much last year. Because leading up to the playoffs, he was hot. Nobody remembers that.
Up to the playoffs.
Right, up to the playoffs. But once the playoffs started, they stopped going to him. It was all Simmons or Embiid. Like from the games I watched, I didn't see him. Maybe maybe I need to go back and watch the film. But the games I watched, especially that Atlanta series,
I thought he struggled that series.
He wasn't shooting. That was my thing, is he was not shooting. He never, because my thing was they knew who the scorers was, Embiid or Harris. You can sag off of Simmons. Simmons lost his mind that series. All right, we're going to talk about him. We're definitely going to talk about him.
Let's not talk about last year because they're a different team. Way different than last year with that trade. Okay, who do you think is... Who you think they should avoid in the playoffs?
Philly?
Yeah. If they can.
The only team I worry about with Philly is Milwaukee because Giannis, if Giannis gets Embiid on the perimeter, obviously he's too slow. But if he sags off, I feel like Embiid can bother him. But if I have to pick, I don't see any team messing with Philly other than Milwaukee. And that's only if, well, not only if Brook Lopez come back. I still think, even with Bobby
They still
Portis,
be fine.
And
they got Ibaka now, too.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about him. Miami might give them problems, too, because they're but they don't have a big man.
Miami got a bucket problem. In crunch time, they got a bucket problem. It kind of came out to me last week.
I don't know with Jimmy.
Yeah, he's not a bucket getter. He's a two-way guy, but I don't want to throw it to him and say, go get me a bucket.
Who else are they going to throw it to?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's going to be their problem come playoffs.
I agree, but that's the thing with Miami.
They're going to grind. They like Michigan State.
They defend.
Yeah, they're going to grind you.
You say they struggle to score, but people struggle to score on them. So
right.
If they can, I feel like Miami, if they can keep it ugly, which I think they can, there'll be a problem for anybody.
And they do got. They got Hero and Duncan Robinson that can get hot.
Duncan Robinson has been garbage.
He's been bad,
year.
but he can get hot.
Yeah, he can.
He has that capability. He has had a down year.
Duncan Robinson's issue is he can't guard me. So they've been playing him off the
It
floor.
might be a stretch.
I'd give him.
We both watch now. You forget he's 6'8". You gotta create space.
I would give Duncan Robinson buckets.
All right,
I wouldn't, but only because he's 6'8".
I was gonna say it's hard to create space.
If he was 5'8",
that's a whole foot.
I'd give him. I'm only 5'8". If he was 5'8", I'd give him buckets.
All right, we're gonna go to the next topic. Aaron Rodgers will not be a Packer next season.
If you would have asked me,
hold on. You got to make your declaration before you go into your thing.
I'm gonna say. You said he will not be a Packer.
Not NOT.
I'm gonna say. What was it? Not.
If you degree.
Family divide. If this was last week or 2-3 weeks ago, I would have said family ties, but the just the way things has been playing out lately, I think he's going back to Green Bay.
What's played out that changed your mind?
Just when he wrote that note, or what was it, an Instagram post or something where he was
saying bye to people.
Yeah. I took that as the same thing he's been doing the past few years. He wants sympathy because he wants money. Basically, the way I see Aaron Rodgers, he knows he's not that guy in the playoffs. And every off season when he fails to get them to the Super Bowl, instead to avoid getting blamed for that, he does this. He pulls this charade
distractions
to get the heat off of him, so the Packers could look like they're not doing enough. And then by the time the season starts, everybody's like, "Oh, we need Rodgers, and we're not going anywhere without Rodgers." And they forget what he just did in the playoffs, and now it's a new regular season. He can get the MVP and put up all the numbers. But I think this year, everybody's going to be looking at him like, "Yo, my man, what's going on?" But the reason why I feel like he's going to stay in Green Bay is
it gets extremely difficult if he leaves.
You go to Denver, you go to Pittsburgh, they're expecting a Super Bowl. Green Bay, you can hide out and
you can do what you've been doing.
You can still be the man. In Pittsburgh, anywhere you go, they're going to be expecting a Super Bowl.
Yeah, PA kill you if you don't deliver.
Yeah, so
ask Philly fans.
I think he's staying. I think he's just putting on a charade. He does the same thing every year, honestly.
I wouldn't say the charade. The last 2 years has just been ridiculous, though. I didn't think he did it the other years. This year, just like, all right.
It wasn't as bad, but he'll send out a little tweet or something to let the Packers know I'm not happy. It's always something with him. You disagree?
No, I don't disagree. Because honestly, we picked these topics 2 weeks ago, so I'm kind of iffy on that topic. I still felt the same way about the Joel Embiid and Harden thing. I feel like I still take him in purple. I'm just saying.
I'll take him. We got Kirk Cousins. Like, even though, before you go on, I do think
we keeping him.
An offensive coach is going to help him. We can move on. I just do think that will help. Because I know you saw the reports where they said Zimmer was out in the open criticizing him. It's a quarterback, bro.
But before we move on, because now that you don't say, once you talking about Cousins, I'm gonna say something. But it did make me like lean Cousins' way. It was like, all right, you got to deal with this for 4 years. I still don't want him at 40+ million.
Yeah, the number isn't.
I don't
great,
like that because he doesn't. Okay, I don't put it completely on, but he still needs stuff around him that.
Let's wait and see what happens when you get a coach that believes in him and is putting him in position.
No, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
We still got to fix the middle of that offensive line.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother type of
If he takes a slight pay cut, we can do it. And Brandon Sheriff already said he want to be in Minnesota.
No. You making $40 million. You taking a pay cut?
What's the difference between 25? I mean,
all right.
That's a big
all right.
All right.
30 I'm not gonna lie to you.
30 and 40.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I
do you want to win or not?
If I sign up, it's the GM job to put a team around me.
You can't do it if you taking up 50, 45 million.
So you're basically telling Kirk Cousins, yo, I know we signed you for $40 million, but can you take 25 so we can get more run?
No, if you take 30, I'd be fine. Nah, that's pushing it. I know the going rate for quarterbacks is
$40 million.
Because, listen, you asking to be paid like a top 5 quarterback. You ain't top 5.
It ain't. That's not his job.
Let me finish. You ain't top 5. You need stuff to go right for you.
Or no.
Listen. Take 30 million instead of 40. We can get you a nice offensive line. You won't get touched.
That's first of all, that's not guaranteed. It's not. Because the Vikings have shown.
Wait.
Hold on. The Vikings have shown they're not great at drafting the offensive line.
No, but this wouldn't involve drafting. Ding, ding, ding. You ain't been in the rumor mill the last 2 weeks.
No. Because I remember us picking up free agents. How did that work out for our offensive line? Do you remember the dude from? I can't remember his name, but the dude.
We didn't get nobody last year.
Not last year, but what's his name from? He came from.
New coach, new regime.
I'm just saying, it don't guarantee
but
nothing.
This is new coach, new regime related. Listen. Let me talk. They talk because the Rams starting center. He ain't gonna want a lot of money. He already knows the system. He could come around, and then if you get Brandon Scherf, and then you pull Wyatt Davis from him, because he also suffered from Mike Zimmer. That's a brand new offensive line, and we already good at tackles.
It doesn't guarantee anything. They can get in the system and be garbage too. What I'm saying
the center
is,
wouldn't be garbage because he came from Rams.
That doesn't mean. Does he have chemistry with Kirk Cousins? That doesn't mean anything.
Kirk Cousins ain't gonna be blocking with him. He know where Kirk Cousins gonna be right behind because he ain't running around.
Man, that doesn't mean nothing is guaranteed.
I'm just saying.
In free
and Brandon
agency.
Scherf is nice. We could have got him last year, but Washington with some corners and franchised him last year because he's gonna come to us last year.
All I'm saying is there's no guarantee.
I hear you. Ain't no guarantees in life, but it's better than what we got.
All I'm saying is, if I'm Kirk Cousins, I'm getting smacked back there. I'm getting my money. Y'all gonna
won't take a pay
no,
cut.
it's not. It's not that because you can pay. We paid that dude from I can't remember his name, but we paid that dude from San Francisco. That it was a couple years ago.
3 years ago.
I know, but it's just an example I'm using. We paid him, and he did nothing. We released him later that year.
That was a bad signing.
Who's to say any of these dudes won't be bad signings just because he fit that system? That team.
Same system.
It's the same system. It's not the same teammates. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no guarantee it's going to work. So if I'm Kirk Cousins, I'm not taking a pay cut because y'all think y'all can make the offensive line work.
Okay.
When I'm getting smacked back there the minute I hike the ball.
All I'm saying is it's better than what you got.
Is it? We don't know that because he could take the pay cut and y'all could pay these dudes and it could be worse than what we got now. And that's probably what he's thinking. So if it's me and I'm the one
be
back
positive,
there,
man.
No, all I'm saying is I understand where he's coming from.
All right,
I'm not taking no.
We're gonna
damn
move
pay
on
cut.
because we're gonna be on this topic all day. We keep going with it. See, I don't feel as good about this because it was 2 weeks ago. But I'm gonna say, especially after the way they played last night, Memphis will get a top 2 seed for the playoffs.
I don't think that's out of the question.
Man, Phoenix look like they gonna hold it down without Chris Paul.
Where you messed up is will. Because if you said can be a top 2 seed, I would definitely say Family Ties. I'm going to say Family Divide because you still have Phoenix and what's the other team in the West? Golden State. But Golden State hasn't been dominating.
I was going to say they've been slipping.
They've been slipping.
But I would have thought
Chris Paul
Phoenix
is hurt.
Slipped. Yeah, but I think they're going to hold it down without Chris Paul.
I think they're going to hold it down, but there's definitely room for slippage. And
slippage.
There's definitely room for them to slip.
Yeah, I thought that too, but then they go out and beat Portland by 30.
It's Portland.
Whoa. They've been playing good since the trades.
Is Damian Lillard back?
That's not the point.
Anthony
Simmons been balling.
He's been balling. You say he's been balling.
They beat teams they wasn't. They beat. Well, never mind. They didn't have Giannis. Never mind. You're right.
Thank you. All I'm saying is Portland. Somebody has to score. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
No. I like Anthony Simmons, but I don't think he's a superstar. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like,
and I think
somebody's got to score.
And I think last night it was like the reminder, like, all right, you good, but you ain't that good.
Like I
ain't really got no comeback for what you just said because everything you said was factual. Because like we said, we came up with this 2 weeks ago. So
next one,
yeah. This ain't changed. Tom Brady will be the 49ers quarterback on opening day.
I think so too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think so too. Family ties. I think so too. You're not going back with Jimmy Garoppolo. You gotta trade him.
And he just had surgery.
I think so. I think somehow they're gonna make it happen. Cause my thing is with the Buccaneers, you can talk all you want about. Cause Bruce Arians came out and said Tom Brady's either playing for us or he's not playing. You can say that all you want, but if you ain't got no quarterback, you gonna take Jimmy G in these first 3 round picks or 2.
They got options.
Kyle Trask?
No, not on that roster, but other trade options where they could be like, nah, I'd rather not.
Well, who?
Kirk Cousins. It's like
I don't think we're trading.
We not. He either gonna get void years added on, or he gonna get a new contract.
I hope he don't get a new contract.
That's what I'm hoping for, the void years, because he's gonna ask for something stupid. And neither one of us liked the last contract he got, so.
I don't think he's going to ask for nothing crazy.
I've been listening. They said he probably going to ask for 40 a year.
I don't even understand why he would want to put that pressure on himself. Like.
Did you not see the first 2 contracts he signed?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, at this point.
He don't care about nobody but Kurt.
I don't knock him.
I don't knock him, but at the same time, bro, he said he don't even got to sign another contract. As a Vikings fan, you take a pay cut so we could win some games.
Oh, yeah, you talking about a fan. He got family to feed. I don't knock him. What's next?
Okay, now you sound like Trell Sprewell.
Yo, I'm just saying.
Do you not realize how much we just paid this man the last few years?
And do you realize once he got that check, his living style, his cost of living went up?
But he lives in Minnesota now. Cost of living ain't that expensive.
Do he got kids? I'm pretty sure they got to go through private school. He got.
They don't got to. You got no money. Homeschool.
Listen.
All right, I ain't got no kids, so I'm not trying to tell nobody how to parent. All right. Last topic. Depending, I might have one in the stash because I don't know if I don't know if you're gonna divide on it or not. Zion will never play another minute for the Pelicans.
I think, yeah, I agree. He's done with it.
Oh, no. Never mind. We got a few more. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, because we might as well move. Because I think I'm agree with you. He's done with
He been doing that junk on purpose.
Family ties. He is done with the Pelicans.
Okay. No QB will be picked in the top 5 of the NFL draft.
You'd be surprised. I have family ties on that.
Okay.
I think, because the only one I heard about is Pickett, and I think Pickett is going.
I think Willis is better than him.
I heard about him, but it's a lot of potential.
And I'm fine if we pass on a quarterback this year.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
Wait, family ties on that one?
Family ties.
The Lakers won't make it up to playing game. I know you said no Lakers, but this was 2 weeks ago. We already had the question.
What was it again?
The Lakers will not make it out of the playing game.
Family ties, bro.
Dang, you hit rock bottom, bro. You ain't been this sad since Nick Young and them was there.
Bro, I would be surprised if we make it to the playing game.
Yeah, I got Dallas tonight.
That was last night, and we lost.
Oh no, y'all got the Clippers tonight.
And we lost to them already.
Yeah.
We can't beat them without Paul George and Kawhi. Like, bro, we're not making it to the playing game, bro. LeBron is just going after Kareem.
Yeah. I'm not hating on LeBron. I feel like he's entered his
mogul
Wizards phase.
Yeah. Like he's just there. He's trying to hold out. But I put this partly, you know what? I'm not going into Lakers. Go into the next one. They don't deserve my
All right,
attention.
I'm not gonna open no more wounds. Okay, I changed my position on this one, but I'm gonna still say it anyway. The Cavs will win the playoff series.
You don't think they will?
No. If Darius Garland's not healthy, they're not winning nothing. They were a completely different team.
What's
without
wrong
Darius.
with him?
He was missing time like before the All-Star break. But when he doesn't play, they're like a completely different team because he's their only shot creator because Colin Sexton not there right now because he got hurt. And Karis LeVert been hurt too, but I'm just like, they're totally different without Darius Garland.
I didn't think that injury was so serious. I didn't think he'd be out that long. Depending on his, depending on his injury, I think they'll make the playoffs, and I think.
I think they'll make it.
So I'm gonna say, you said they won't make a playoff.
No, I said they will win one, but I'm hesitant now.
No, I think they will. I think they will because I think Darius Garland is going to get healthy by the time playoffs start, and I believe they'll be a dangerous team.
You want to know what made me change my mind, though? Not only how they played after the All-Star break without him, plus what they did before the All-Star break without him. Guess who their potential matchup would be?
Who?
If it ended today, they'd be playing Milwaukee. Y'all not beating Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's the 4 seed?
Right now.
Oh.
That's why I'm like... Because I looked into it.
Okay, so I'm going to say family divide, but it depends on the matchup.
Yeah, I was going to say it depends on the matchup because I was looking at it.
But that's with every team, though. That's with every team because if Milwaukee was to play the Sixers in the first round, I'd probably favor them, but it'd be a 7. I think it'd go either way. I wouldn't say they were shooing.
Milwaukee?
I feel like this year is all about matchups. I think Philly would give Milwaukee problems. Bobby Portis is not stopping Embiid, and neither is you're gonna have to put Bobby and Giannis on him, which is gonna leave somebody open, and Harden is gonna find him. Like I feel like
Harden's gonna struggle with that series because Drew Holiday is a beast.
He's too small.
They're the same size. Harden ain't as big as you think.
Harden is bigger than Drew Holiday. And then not to mention, you throw a pick and roll, it's a switch. Like they can get around that.
Drew Holiday bigger than you think.
Drew Holiday 6'4", what, 2 something?
Harden only 6'5".
He's leaning on 6'6", but okay, the reason why Harden is a jump shooter, like what's his name? Holiday, he's more like he defends on the perimeter, but he's more of a stopper. He's a penetrating stopper. Like Harden he's gonna fight. Like if we get the best version of him, he's going
that's
to.
A big...
That's absolutely fair. I just feel like because a lot of people give him, talk junk about him in that Houston. I thought he played all right in that Houston series.
Which one?
The last one when Chris Paul got hurt. It's just that last game, along with the whole team, they folded.
I think what bothered them more is not Game 7. It's Game 6. They was up by like 20 and lost.
And blew it, yeah. No, that's fair.
So they went like 0 for 32 or something.
Yeah, but my thing is, I didn't think he played horrible. And I didn't think he played horrible. Being on one leg last year, I didn't think he played horrible then.
Well, I gave him a complete pass for last year.
But that's what I'm saying. Even with that, I thought he played pretty good being on one leg. And I feel like he has something to prove. And, with this new spacing he got, because you got to remember, and when he was in Houston and Chris Paul went down, all the focus was on him. It was back to the old day. It was back to the old day.
And that's hard to do against
because remember, a lot of people had Houston winning that game if Chris Paul was there.
Me too. When they won and Chris Paul started limping, I was like, no way.
So, but that's my point. if Philly can, and it's a big if, like you said, it's a big if, but if they can stay healthy, they have a good shot because I've seen Harden with somebody that can take the focus off of him, and they were dangerous. They almost beat the Kevin Durant Warriors.
We gonna see because you almost talking me out of it, but everything in me is saying nah, don't listen to that.
No, and you have a valid point. You have a valid point because he doesn't. It's always something. Is either he doesn't show up in the playoffs.
You finessing me right now.
All I'm saying is you have a valid point, and I understand why you have your doubts. All I'm saying is if you really think about it, those playoff failures. There was a gray area to it. It wasn't just, he just doesn't show up in the playoffs. It was either injury to him or injury to another person where they can key in on him. And for one game, because remember, Chris Paul got hurt, Game 6?
In the Game 5, they went to Game 6 and 7 without him.
Okay, so, I mean, you got 2 games to adjust, but Chris Paul is not he's not a role player. He's a big contributor.
Nah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So
you got me thinking, but I'm still gonna stick to my side.
Yeah, that's just because you're,
No, it's not because
you're a hater and you don't want.
I ain't a hater.
You don't want to let.
So if he fold, I don't want to hear nothing.
If he folds, then you can say, he ain't that guy.
I'm holding off on the complete negative because last time I went complete negative. The team I was talking about won the Super Bowl, so I'm not going to. So we going to get out of here at the end of the show.
All right, next Thursday, 6 to 7.
Yeah.